The sun was melting into the horizon when Ayan unlocked the door to his old apartment. The air inside smelled of dust and memories, untouched for years. Boxes lined the walls, filled with pieces of a life that once felt like forever. He hadn't meant to come back. But something inside him, maybe nostalgia, maybe regret, had pulled him here tonight. And as he walked in, he saw it. A white envelope, yellowed with age, lying on the small wooden table near the window. His name written in her handwriting. Ayan, his heart skipped a beat. 5 years earlier, the world had felt lighter then. The air smelled of jasmine and rain. And Ayan had believed that love could fix everything, until it couldn't. He met Layla in a library of all places. She was sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by books, her hair tied in a messy bun, humming softly to herself. "Do you always sing to the books you read?" he had teased. She looked up, smiling. "Only when they're lonely." That's how it began, a spark that grew into something neither of them expected. She was the kind of girl who made ordinary moments magical. She would dance in the kitchen while making coffee, leave little notes in his sketchbooks that said things like, "The world is prettier because you exist." And Ayan, he painted her into everything he created. She became his muse, his morning, his reason. But love, as beautiful as it is, sometimes drowns under silence. Layla got a job offer in Italy, the kind of opportunity people wait their whole lives for. Ayan begged her to stay. She begged him to understand. "I'll come back," she'd said through tears. "But if I don't leave now, I'll never know what I'm capable of." He let her go that night. Not because he wanted to, but because he loved her enough to. For months, letters came, warm, handwritten, smelling faintly of her perfume. Then one day they stopped. No calls, no replies. Nothing. And Ayan learned that silence can be louder than heartbreak. Back to the present. He picked up the envelope now, his hands trembling. It was dated June 14th, 2020, almost 5 years ago. He hesitated, then opened it. Inside was a letter, neat, familiar handwriting. "My dearest Ayan, if you're reading this, it means you've finally come back to where everything began. I tried to call you. I tried to reach out. But life somehow decided otherwise." His breath caught. "Do you remember the little cafe near the lake? The one with terrible tea and the wooden benches? That's where I wanted to meet you before I left again, but you never came. Maybe you didn't get my message. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. I've learned that love isn't always about staying. Sometimes it's about letting the other person find their peace, even if it means being apart." He closed his eyes, tears stinging. He remembered that day. He'd received an email from an unknown number. "Meet me at Lakeview Cafe, 6 p.m. He had ignored it, thinking it was spam. "Ayan," the letter continued, "if you ever find this, know that I loved you in every version of my life. I still do. Maybe in another life, I'll find you sooner and I won't have to leave." At the bottom of the page was a small sketch. The two of them sitting under a tree watching the sunset. His old drawing, one he had gifted her long ago. The rain began to fall outside, soft and rhythmic. Ayan smiled sadly, clutching the letter to his chest. He felt her presence in the air, warm, gentle, forgiving. He picked up his phone and scrolled through old emails. One from years ago caught his eye. Subject: "I'll be at the lake. The timestamp?" The exact day she'd written this letter. The next morning, Ayan drove to the Lakeview Cafe. It had changed. New paint, new people. But the same calm lake stretched endlessly before him. He ordered her favorite tea, even though he hated it. And as he sat there, he noticed something carved into the wooden bench near the corner. L+A always, 2018, he smiled. For the first time in years, it didn't hurt to remember. A small breeze brushed past him. And for a moment, it felt like her fingers in his hair again. Ayan took out his notebook and began to draw. The lake, the bench, and two silhouettes sitting together under the sky. Beneath the drawing, he wrote, "Some love stories don't end. They just live quietly, between the pages of time." That night, as the moon rose over the water, Ayan whispered into the silence, "You found me, Layla, even now." And somewhere in the soft rustle of the wind, it felt like she whispered back, "I never left."